Privet, my boils, my ghouls, and my zools. Welcome back to Kalashkamaz. Never fear, Goblin is here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm sure you noticed I haven't been posting lately, so let's get into the meat first. Why am I wearing this old stinky Ushanka? Well, it's time for Winter Kalashnikon again, and this morning I saw we hit 600 subscribers. That is very, very humbling. And what's the significance of that? A year ago today, when I left for Winter Kalashnikon, we had 75 subscribers. It's insanely humbling, you guys. And you notice I say we had, because, you know, the community aspect of this, that's all I ever push. That's all I ever really want to do is just have a fun and educational AK community here. And, you know, we can talk about, AKs, competition shooting, and, when I go to these big regional matches, I get to meet some of you guys around. Actually, Winter Kalashnikon was the first time I actually ever met a subscriber too, so it's very significant for me. And man, I have to thank everybody that's been commenting and liking and subscribing. Obviously subscribing, but I obviously have to thank the people that have shared and shouted out the channel, because it's largely word of mouth. I don't even really advertise on like Instagram or TikTok, generally when I have a new video. I do sometimes, but not that much. So the explosive growth lately, it's 100% organic and due to shout outs and shares. And, we did get quite a big bump from Clayco shouting us out. And Clay, I love you so much, buddy. I love you so much. But a lot of that growth afterwards, we had a big push after that. And then all that growth afterwards was all you guys. It was all the shares and everything. So thank you guys, man. It's really, really humbling. Especially when you look at the analytics of seeing the push and then a level off, and then just another rise. It's awesome, man. So I think that's a good opportunity to talk a little bit about why I haven't been posting lately despite this growth. And I'm sure you guys have heard a little bit about this crap going on with YouTube, and unfortunately, it's true. I'm not experienced enough with YouTube to know what this means. I didn't get a strike, but I got a notice that my videos may have, some of my videos may have like violated content or whatever. So I've had to go through and clean up a little bit. It's an unfortunate thing, but not too much. It's a lot of work having to rewatch shit from the past year and a half. So yeah, that's kind of going slow. So I've just been concentrating on that to make sure you guys can still get the content. And speaking of that, I think that's a good opportunity to talk about, I'm going to start mirroring the channel on Utreon. If you're not familiar with Utreon, it's another site that's similar to YouTube, much, much, much better. It has functions like, like Patreon, obviously, given the name. And, it even has some of the features of like, Shopify and Discord a little bit too. So, it's very much a community-based channel page, each one, it's not like this sprawling thing like YouTube. Everything is a little more self-contained. And their rules jive with me quite a bit. It's pretty much the same as like any of the other more free speech oriented video channels where, pretty much unless you're dropping N-bombs, your channel's going to remain. And why do I choose Utreon out of those other ones? Well, a lot of those other ones are highly politicized, and we all know that is not, that's just antithetical to this channel. Like if I was going to post on like say Rumble, that it shows your politics. And given that I focus so much on history, that would be completely antithetical to this channel. 100%. I cover stuff from Russia and Ukraine, despite it's very obvious where my support lies. And, that's because we have to look at things that we are not involved in from an objective standpoint, and especially when you are trying to look at history from a scientific aspect, that's something that's very important to do, is not get too involved in it. At least the informational side of it. You can support whoever you like. But speaking of that, that's why my support goes to Utreon, and we're going to start mirroring on there. Because, yeah, it's getting a little dangerous on YouTube. I mean, it's getting dangerous on all the social media. I actually got a temporary ban from 2 accounts on TikTok. That was due to 2 factors, actually. So the TikTok was actually rolling just fine, and I get quite a bit of views on here. I mean, you saw, like, even when the channel was, being liked by the YouTube algorithm, my channel, my views were maxing out, with like 150 subscribers, I'd be getting like 1,000, 2,000 views a video or something like that. And it's a little down right now. And I mean, I haven't really been doing anything to help the algorithm. But anyhow, what it was on TikTok was, I did violate policy once, and unfortunately, I got on a radar, and one day I opened up my page and I had a whole bunch of comments saying like all this bullshit about Ukraine, or that I was like liberal or something like that. And you go click on the accounts, and all the accounts had no subscribers or anything like that. And some of the comments were in Russian too, so I got hit by Russian trolls on TikTok, unfortunately. But that wasn't it. That wasn't it. I did violate policy once, but unfortunately, once you get on that radar, I've been following the guidelines on TikTok very, very closely, and unfortunately, I still keep getting videos taken down, and I appeal it, and unfortunately, the appeal doesn't go anywhere. So it doesn't look like the main TikTok is going to last too long, because, I mean, well, it will if I just don't show guns of any sort, which is weird, because all I do on there is usually either post like match videos or videos from the range practicing, much like I do on Instagram. So, and except on TikTok, I'll do a Q&A every now and again, because I get many, many more questions there, because despite having like, I think 500 subs on there, the questions and comments are out of control because of the user base on TikTok. Like, I mean, shit, one video on there has got like 65,000 views. There's nothing like that on my YouTube channel. That shit's insane. So that's also very, very humbling too. So also thank you guys on the other social medias. I really appreciate that as well. And, what would a Kalash Kamaz video be without me rambling a little bit? So I think we're going to end it here. And I mean, that's really all I wanted to say was, give you guys a little update about what's been going on and where we're going from here. And, I know I've been doing that a lot lately, but the last time I did that, we didn't get any kind of warnings on any of the social medias. So, didn't have to dial it back at all. Sorry, social medias. Anyhow, y'all stay safe. Y'all have fun. I love you guys so much, man. I really couldn't appreciate it more. Seriously, I really couldn't. I mean, I guess it's a gun channel. Look, there's a gun. It's actually a cool one. I love this gun. My 2 world wars, baby. Do stupid.